And salutations, viewers, we're the Landstars, and welcome to what should be the very last episode of Stories: The Path of Destinies.
You know, we went through every single thing, and every single thing kind of sucked, so maybe we should go through the path they want us to take.
Yeah, probably.
Renato couldn't quite put his paw on when he'd realized Lapino was working for the Empire. He'd never exactly seen Lapino sending coded messages to the palace, but he was sure. The rabbit had been on too many disastrous missions where he was the only survivor, or where he accidentally missed getting on the boat that went down to the abyss in flames. If Renato could prevent Lapino from getting back to the fleet with all the intelligence he'd probably gathered, it might be worth the trip.
You think?
How had they come to this? They'd been on so many adventures together. Lapino had talked Renato out of prison at least 4 times, and Renato had rescued Lapino from at least 2 lynch mobs.
Man, even on the final thing, we still gotta go through some similar locations.
Yeah. Again, Omen Sight is a much better game.
Yeah.
This game is fun, it's just
Repetitive.
But he'd always felt that the rabbit resented him. Lapino was hilarious because he was so down on himself and everyone else. But behind the laughs, he wasn't a happy camper. Ooh, was this payback? Or did the Empire have his little white tail in a vice?
That sounds painful. Guess we must have leveled up at some point.
that was our reward for the last ending.
Oh, okay.
Ravens were landing everywhere from dropships. He'd better get moving. If they got to Lapino first, the rabbit would give the Empire all the intelligence he'd been stealing from the rebellion, and they'd probably give him a medal. He'd have to be very careful about how he played Lapino. At the slightest hint of danger, the mad rabbit would take off like a rabbit.
He would take off like a thing that's fast.
Like a roadrunner?
Yeah, maybe.
Fun fact, coyotes in real life actually can outrun the roadrunner.
Lapino would betray him. The core was dangerous. And Renato had a fleeting idea that the 2 ideas went together somehow. And then it was gone again. Damn it. They never stuck around when you needed them.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
There you are, you treacherous rabbit.
Bloody and exhausted, Renato finally reached Lapino. The rabbit was practicing shuffling his favorite deck. Now that he knew what the rabbit was, there were a few things about him that Renato didn't find so amusing anymore. You sent me an urgent message saying that you're in danger. Oh, I am. The Ravens are coming. Now, I got a clever plan.
I bet you do.
I'm
Renato
sure.
wanted to clap shackles on the rabbit and shout, "You're a traitor, and I'm not falling for it." But if there was one thing Renato was sure of, it was that the core of the Sky Ripper was dangerous mostly to its user. If he could put it in the Emperor's hands, old Isengrim III might blow himself and his fleet up with it. Yes, that was it.
Part of me thinks the core would be a better option, because I think denouncing him right off the bat would cause more problems.
Yeah. The core is the right answer.
Okay.
Renato felt hero, brave and smart. He told the rabbit all about the Skyripper's God's Eye core. I'll go get the core while you attack Zenobia, he told the rabbit. Oh, wait, I've an even better idea. I'll get the core and you attack Zenobia, said the rabbit. Right, yeah, that is better.
Some Looney Tunes level shenanigans just went on.
Yep.
The Emperor to use
Duck season!
if he could only get something that the Emperor wanted very badly. Zenobia. He could save her and bait the Emperor at the same time.
Wahaha.
Mwahaha.
Right. Now, all Renato had to do was fight his way through Zenobia's invading troops, sneak onto her ship and into her bedroom, and kidnap her without any of her dozens of guards alerting her. Then, he would rely on her love for him to convince her how evil her father was, so she'd run away with him instead of going back to
And
her
then
father.
that night,
He was
you
gonna
and I
blow himself
will
up.
get a rowboat, fill up some supplies, and row back to Spain like there's no mañana.
Sound a little risky. But Renato had a feeling it would work out somehow. It always did.
But then that won't work, so we're just gonna have to ask a horse to get a pry bar. He'll give us the keys instead.
I had very mixed feelings about that movie. There were parts of it that were very good, but like I feel like it didn't know what it wanted to be.
Yeah, a little bit. Going down.
Sewer time.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Foxes.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Foxes. Teenage Mutant Ninja Foxes. Furries in a fursuit. Furry power.
Renato was halfway to Zenobia's encampment when Lapino showed up. He was disheveled and distraught. They jumped us. I barely got away. Oh, they got the core. Oh, it was all going according to plan, thought Renato. Now he just needed Zenobia on his side. Yes, that was even better. The Iblis Stone. Zenobia could get it. And then the Emperor would have to pursue them. Wait. No. The gem would corrupt anyone. Even her. That's it, he thought. Even Lapino. Even though Lapino was already a traitor. It would turn him against his secret master, the Emperor.
So yeah, the game very
To make himself.
does a very good job of pushing you in the right direction.
Would have to defend
Yeah.
himself with the core. Boom. He was a super genius.
Send Lapino.
Yeah.
This is terrible, Renato told the rabbit. If only I had gone for the Iblis Stone. But now it's lost in enemy territory. He handed Lapino a map. It gives the bearer so much power. We can only hope the Emperor never finds it. What was that? Said Lapino. I think someone's following us. I didn't hear anything. Rabbit ears. You go on ahead. I'll check it out. And with that, Lapino hopped off with the map.
How did they not figure out Lapino was a traitor earlier?
I was gonna say. Unless he's, you know, more charismatic than he lets on.
Renato slinked to Zenobia's ship, making no sound at all. She was curled up on her bed. He'd forgotten how beautiful she was, how sleek, how soft. He tapped her on the shoulder with his sword. She was made of smoke, and he noticed he had a very solid blade to his throat. "Did you really think you could capture me?" Purred a familiar voice. "I just wanted to chat," said Renato. "Did you ever wonder why the Emperor adopted you? He needs a sacrifice, someone who truly loves him, to make a bargain with the lost gods." "That's a vicious lie. He wants to bring them back." Oh, that's crazy. Why would anyone... They could make him immortal. An eater of souls. And with that, her eyes widened. She understood. Renato told her how he had rescued a priest whose order had been massacred. How he had slept in a burnt village. At midnight, the Emperor's victims had come to him in his dreams to tell him of the hideous eldritch rituals they'd been sacrificed in. He could still see those kittens and puppies. Their wide, sad eyes, their moist noses.
Moist noses. That's the description you're going with, really.
At the observatory. He couldn't tell her, not yet, why he was really here. He didn't want her to be anywhere near the fleet when her father blew himself and Lupino up. So he told her about how the Emperor's obscene rituals had raised ancient artifacts out of the land. How he'd followed the appalling trail of the hideous horrors His Majesty had perpetrated for the sake of his own immortality. "Any of this ring a bell?" he said. "He told me it was all lies. You've always known when I was lying. I always hated that about you," said Renato. The rebellion had started after atrocities that the Empire hushed up. Renato had rescued a priest whose order had been massacred for one book. He had slept in a burnt village. Dead.
Yes, we know, game.
Yeah, we heard this just a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
Don't you think I'd know if my father started practicing black magic? Why? Would you join in? No. I'd destroy his books and I'd... Oh, God. Okay, you're not completely wrong. They've resurrected one of his victims. Well, I mean, look, it's not exactly alive, but it can talk. A true witness, she said.
Let's see if we get there in time this time! Granted, Lupino's currently looking for the Iblis Stone, so maybe that'll give them some time.
He's drinking the Iblis trigger, got it.
Yep. He's sucking on that black rock.
Mm-hmm. This friggin' boat.
Okay, well, it's only one more time.
Energy cannons. The last argument of kings.
The Negotiator! Available at your local GrummelNet. God, I remember in Problem Sleuth, like, one of the things that shows up at one point is, one of the characters uses a summon spell, and it's summon Henry Clay. In a novel that I enjoy, there's an explosive, and it's called the Great Orator. The Great Orator had spoken. There was such a thing as a safe explosion. That's why demolitions experts exist. The Boom Brothers looked at that and said they wanted no part of it.
Well, so much for that.
The observatory was a burning hulk. Dead scientists and black feathers everywhere. The Ravens had taken special care to burn the reanimated witness to cinders. Zenobia stared at the carnage. He didn't want me to hear the witness, did he? I guess not. What's your plan? She asked. So, Renato explained his brilliant gambit. Sending Lapino to get the Iblis Stone, become super powerful and corrupted, provoke the Emperor into using the core against him, thus blowing up both of them, and hopefully the fleet too.